Buhari moves out of official presidential villa, gets new residence. Federal government commissions gold processing plant in KOGI. France opens war crime investigation into reporter's death. Interim Management Committee reschedules all NPFL Match Day 18 fixtures. This is the MLC TV Global News, reaching you live from the city of Lokoja, the confluent state of Nigeria. I am Joshua Adinoy. Thanks for joining us. Ahead of the inauguration of the President-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the incumbent President Muhammadu Buhari has moved out of his official residence at the presidential villa and relocated to the Glass House. The Glass House has served as a transitional abode for the outgoing president and their spouse during the handover period, and also the Glass House has played a crucial role in the transition of power, providing a symbolic and practical space for the outgoing president and their spouse. The relocation of the president was made known by the First Lady, Aisha Buhari, in a video on her Instagram page after showing the incoming First Lady, Senator Remi Tinubu, around the State House. The federal government has commissioned its gold processing plant in Mopa, KOGI State. In his address, the Minister of Mines and Steel Development, Olamileko Adebite, said with the location of the processing plant in Mopa, artisanal and small-scale ASM gold operators within the scarce belt states can easily have access to the plant for their gold processing and refining. He explained that the choice of Mopa as a location for the gold processing plant is predicated on its central position on the scarce belt, which trends from the northwest through the western KOGI state to southwest Nigeria, stressing that the plant would end the operation of unprocessed gold. While commending KOGI State Governor Yahaya Bello and his team for making the commissioning of the project a reality, the minister said government is presently creating an ecosystem to minimize the high rate of illegal mining and smuggling, increasing government's revenue from the resources, create jobs, and improve environmental and social stewardship. In her remarks, the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry, Dr. Oluwatoyin Akinlade, explained that the conceptualization of the project was a fallout of the COVID-19 pandemic, and instead of dishing out cash or other material gift to the people to cushion its effects, the ministry embarked on a more strategic, people-oriented project that is sustainable and economically viable to trigger capacity development, job and wealth creation for the people. KOGI State Governor Yahaya Bello, who was represented by his senior special assistant on solid mineral resources, Engineer Mohammed Yusuf, said the government and the people of the state are overwhelmed with joy as the federal government found the state worthy to cite such an important project and promised more synergy between the state and the federal government. Lagos State Government has arraigned Ezendibo of Ajao Estate in Lagos, Frederick Wajago, before Justice Yetunde Adesonya of a Lagos High Court sitting in Tafawa Balewa Square, TBS, for alleged terrorism. The defendant was arraigned on 9-count charge bordering on attempt to commit acts of terrorism, participation in terrorism, need to support proscribed entity, attempt to finance an act of terrorism, and preparation to commit an act of terrorism. His offenses is said to contravene the provision of Section 403, subsection 2 of the Criminal Law of Lagos State, 2015, and Section 12C, 18, 21, 29, and 12A of the Terrorism Prevention and Prohibition Act, 2022, among others. The State's Counsel and Deputy Director in the Ministry of Justice, Jonathan Ogunsoya, who represented the Attorney General of Lagos State, Moyosori Onibanjo, informed the court to allow the defendant take his plea. The defendant denied the allegation and pleaded not guilty to all counts. Consequently, the judge adjourned the case to July 4th and 5th, 2023 for trial. Recall that Nwajagu was arrested by operatives of the Department of State Services (DSS) over an alleged threat to invite members of the indigenous people of Biafra (IPOB) to Lagos to secure property of Igbo people in the state. Customs in Kwara State says it has generated 3.5 billion naira in 3 months and seized 451 bags of rice. The new custom area controller for Kwara Command, Controller Kehinde Ilesami, disclosed this while briefing journalists on the activities of the command in the first quarter of 2023 in Ilori, the state capital. Ilesami said a comparative analysis with the preceding year 2022 indicates that the command have surpassed revenue collected same period last year 2022, noting that the command made 23 seizures of different items during the period under review. He pointed out that in line with the extant laws and standard operational procedure (SOP), most of the inflammable products have been auctioned to the members of the public, adding that the amount generated as fee has been remitted into the government coffers. Kogi state government has ordered residents in possession of illegal firearms to surrender them or face the consequences. The government gave the directive in a statement by the Commissioner for Information and Communications, Kingsley Fanwo. The Governor Yahaya Bello-led administration said the action became necessary in view of the increase in proliferation of firearms in the state, stressing that the state government cannot afford a situation where firearms are in the hands of people who are neither licensed nor trained to handle them. Following the need to put such into check, Fanwo said Governor Yahaya Bello has set up a special task force on illegal firearms and approved the appointment of Friday Sani Makama as its Director General. The Commissioner added that the special task force is mandated to receive all illegal firearms and advised those in possession of such firearms to voluntarily submit them to the government without delay. The highest labor institute in Nigeria, Michael Imodu Institute of Labor, has conferred an award of the Fellow of the Institute on the immediate past chairman of the Nigeria Labour Congress (NLC) in Kogi State, Onu Edoka. The institute honored Edoka with the honor of Fellow Chairman, Institute of Labor. Reacting to the honor, Edoka said reaching the peak in the labor movement remained the dream of every labor leader, and appreciated the Director General of the Institute for his eagle eyes that enable him identify Nigerians who have played key roles in the labor movement in the country. The Michael Imodu Institute, a parastatal of the Federal Ministry of Labor and Employment, conferred the award on Edoka along with other prominent labor leaders in Nigeria. Onu Edoka is the first and only Kogi State indigene to have been recognized and conferred with the honor. The Kogi State Assembly Service Commission has appointed Adebayo Michael Aka as its new deputy clerk. The announcement was contained in the appointment letter presented by the Speaker of the House, Kolawole Matthew. While congratulating Aka, the Speaker wished him success in the days ahead. The appointment letter placed Aka in charge of administration and general duties. Until his appointment, he was the former production editor of the graphics newspaper before he was transferred to the State Assembly when there was a vacancy for the Director Information position. The appointment followed the retirement of former Deputy Clerk Martins Enimola, who retired after 35 years in service. We go on a short break. We'll be right back.
As suggested in the motion.
From 31st January to June 31st, 2023, say aye. Those against say nay, the ayes have it.
Do you know what it takes to lead? Do you understand what is politics? Do you have issues concerning the way we play politics? Do you have reservations about some political mugu? Do you want to serve or be served? Do you want to contest? Do you want to occupy any political office or be in charge of your world? All this and many more are what we discuss right here in the political arena. A program where we trash and arrange, condemn and commend, celebrate and blame all that play out in politics. Do not be told. Join me, Warner Balagogo, every Saturday by 7 p.m. to throw more light on why we play politics the way we do and how we can play it better. Political arena, building a government of the people and for the people. Don't miss it.
Welcome back. On politics, the governorship candidate of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, for the November governorship election in Kogi State, Senator Dino Melaye, in his statewide consultation, visited the attire of Igala Kingdom, His Royal Majesty, Matthew Opalua Oguche, in Ada local government area for his blessings. While at the palace, Senator Dino Melaye appreciated the revered traditional ruler and the Council of Chiefs for the warm reception accorded him and the dignitaries on his entourage. He informed the revered traditional ruler of his plans and programs lined up to make the lives of the people of the state better and promised to carry the people of Kogi East along in the scheme of things if elected the next governor of the confluent state. The former senator also promised to operate a just, fair, equitable, and transparent governance, adding that women will be given their rightful place in his administration. The Ata of Igala Kingdom, in his response, appreciated Dino Melaye for the visit and wished him well in his political pursuit. Ahead of the November 11th governorship election in Kogi State, Mubarak Musa Saliu says he remains the authentic candidate of the New Nigeria People's Party, NNPP. Saliu, who stated this shortly after the party stakeholders meeting in Lokoja, the state capital, described as false the news of division in the party. Party stalwarts across the 21 local government area of the state were present to give their support to Mubarak Saliu's governorship ambition. Our reporter Jennifer Odimayo has more.
When the clouds saturate, one will expect rain to fall. That is what the governorship race in Kogi looks like. Many candidates across various parties are said to show their acceptability and popularity among the people of Kogi on November 11th. In some camps, factions are still playing out, hence the NNPP in Kogi State gathered to set the record straight. These attracted party loyalists who attended the stakeholders meeting held in Lokoja to show their solidarity and support for Mubarak Musa Saliu of the New Nigerian People's Party, saying he is the authentic candidate. They confessed their unalloyed support to him and promised not to be distracted but to win the governorship race. Mubarak Musa Saliu, who was satisfied with the turnout of party stakeholders, told journalists that he remained the only candidate flying the flag of NNPP in the November governorship election in the state.
I'm the candidate of NNPP in each state, and we don't have any other candidate in Kogi State apart from me. Hassan Biwa is not the candidate for the NNPP. He was not even present when we did our election for the primary election of Kogi State. Hassan Biwa was never present there. So I am the candidate.
Saliu also debunked media reports that he is stepping down ahead of the polls.
I am a candidate. I will not step down from another candidate. Did I buy the phone to use and contest for the primary and use it for business? I'm not a businessman. I am not a political businessman. I'm not a political businessman. I am contesting to win.
Reiterating the position of Mubarak Musa Saliu, the Kogi State chairman of the New Nigerian People Party, NNPP, Suleiman Abubakar said the party is out to rescue Kogi from APC.
We are fully prepared to take over, inshallah. All the plans, all the things that we need to put in place, I've already done that, inshallah. And we're just waiting for the time. We're waiting for the day of our declaration, because based on what is happening right now, NNPP is ahead of all the parties. Our gubernatorial candidate is Alhaji Dr. Mubarak Musa Saliu. There is no division. NNPP is one family.
Similarly, a former governorship candidate under the platform of the Accord Party who defected to NNPP, Mohammed Abdullahi, said the NNPP has the best candidate who will provide all that the people of the state lack.
Based on my experience, I will support bring out a template and NNPP is going to use to bring the next election by the grace of God. But what is happening today in KOGI, everybody is aware of it. What we need is a good change. And NNPP is going to produce a good change in KOGI State.
Other party loyalists who spoke expressed optimism that the party will be victorious come November 2023.
My advice is that anyone who desires a good government for KOGI State should support NNPP because we are the most organized, we are the most focused right now to do a good job for the state.
They said as the day draws nearer, they want the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, to conduct a free, fair and credible election that is in line with acceptable international standards come November 11, 2023. Jennifer Odimayo, reporting for MLC TV.
On crime, KOGI State Command of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, NSCDC, has arrested a 41-year-old father for allegedly defiling and raping his 16-year-old daughter. Speaking after parading the suspect at the NSCDC Command Headquarters, Lokoja, the state's commandant, Ahmed Gandhi, said the arrest followed a complaint lodged by a non-governmental organization on May 5th on a case of defilement, rape, and incest in which the suspect is a biological father of the victim. The commandant said the abusive act was on for 3 years, from 2020 to 2023, since when the victim was 16 years. Gandhi emphasized that the younger sister to the victim advised her that they should either commit suicide or kill their father to free themselves from the abusive act. The commandant revealed that the suspect, who is the biological father of the victim, had admitted committing the act, adding that the man will be charged to court after investigations. He commended the NGO for reporting the case to the command, while urging other victims in the society who are dying in silence to come out and report such cases. The victim told newsmen that she had been sexually abused by her father since 2020 after her mother left home. As at the time of this report, newsmen were not allowed by the NSCDC to disclose the identity and names of both the victim and the suspect due to the sensitivity of the case to avoid victims' stigmatization. On the foreign scene, the head of the Church of England, Archbishop of Canterbury, Justin Welby, has condemned a British government bill that will dramatically curb migrants' ability to seek asylum in the United Kingdom, calling the policy isolationist, morally unacceptable, and politically impractical. Welby made a rare intervention in Parliament to oppose the legislation and told the House of Lords, Parliament's unelected upper chamber, that the government's proposal was a short-term fix that risked causing great damage to the UK's reputation. The legislation bars asylum claims by anyone who reaches the UK by unauthorized means and compels officials to detain and then deport refugees and migrants to their home country or to a safer third country such as Rwanda. Once deported, they would be banned from ever entering the UK. Britain's Conservative government says the measure would deter tens of thousands of people from trying to cross the English Channel in small boats each year in hope of reaching the UK. But critics, including the United Nations Refugee Agency, have described the legislation as unethical and unworkable, while some allege that it would violate international laws. A Nigerian man, Harrison Chinonso Onyema, has been arrested after sneaking back into Thailand through the water after being deported from the country for possessing cocaine. According to Thailand authorities, the 40-year-old Onyema was arrested by the Phuket Immigration and Chalong Police Station team in Phuket for illegal entry. The report stated that the police searched Onyema's apartment but did not find anything illegal on the premises. On checking his identity card, it was discovered that the suspect had been arrested for possessing drugs and overstaying, hence his deportation in 2018. After no information was found on any travel the suspect made in and out of the country, he was taken to the police station for prosecution and further investigation. The French judiciary has launched a war crime investigation into the death of Agence France-Presse reporter Amman Soldin, who was killed in Ukraine. According to anti-terror prosecutors, the 32-year-old journalist died when he and his AFP colleagues came under fire by Grad rockets while they were with the Ukrainian troops near Chasiv in the Donbas region of eastern Ukraine. The French probe will be handled by the OCLCH, an investigating unit that specializes in crimes against humanity and hate crimes, and will seek to determine the exact circumstances of Soldin's death. The arrival of a newborn baby is exciting, as newborns represent life, hope, and the promise of love. It was a moment of joy as a new baby girl was born into the family of Mustafa Abba of the Kina local government area of KOGI state. At the naming ceremony held at his residence in Lokoja, the state capital, the father of the new baby appreciated God for making him a father and described the child as a great gift from God. Family members, friends, and other well-wishers celebrated with them and prayed for God's provision for the family. Our reporter has the detail.
Amidst jubilation and fond fear, the newborn baby was named Fatmat Zara Mustafa as the people celebrate and congratulated the family for receiving the blessing of the child from Allah. Parents of the child, Abba Mustafa and Bilikisu Mustafa, said their joy known no bound over the birth of the newborn baby and appreciated Allah for a safe delivery. They appreciated those who shared in their moments of joy and advised the expectant family to be patient, describing God's time as the best.
Alhamdulillah, I really appreciate God for giving me the gift of this baby girl. I thank God for everything from the beginning to Alhamdulillah. I'm really happy. The Almighty Allah give them the patience and the mind to bear this thing, and time before, inshallah, God will bless them with twins or triplets, inshallah.
I appreciate Allah for making me a father to a son and a daughter. So, the great gift that Allah will endow human on earth is to bless a man with children. So I don't have mouth, I have no voice, I have no power, I have nothing to thank him than to say Alhamdulillah. And I pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to do more for me as we are counting. May the eyes of the enemies be blind from my family. I appreciate God for all he has done.
The chairman Tricycle Owners Association of Nigeria, Toan, Ajakuta local government area chapter in Kogi state, Ahmed Sadiq, appreciated Allah for gifting his friend with a child, and those at the event advised youths who are ripe for marriage to do the needful on time.
Yes, I am so excited for today's program. While we are here today, we are here to rejoice with one of our icons, which is Comrade Mustafa Abba. This opportunity to advise the entire executives and the members, They should be law-abiding citizens. And they should also try to tolerate while carrying their daily activities. And we know we will be meeting different kind of people while we are carrying our daily activities. So, and at the same time, we have to be polite to them. So also, because we don't know who is who, so they should also try to maintain peace and order while carry out their daily activities. And whenever they are operating the tricycle, so they should go on with their identification card, which is identity card. So in case of any eventuality.
I'm very, very happy for the naming ceremony. You understand? The child is from God. You understand? And it's a blessing from God. It's something that you cannot have. There's not any amount of money you can use to get it, and you cannot buy. So I'm so happy.
We give glory to Almighty God for showing us today. I give glory and thanks to Almighty God for blessing the family with the newborn.
And our prayer is that the newborn, as we are going to know his name, by his grace, all Pauline knows our own name. And that's why you see me and my members from Mejelisa, where Malem Mustafa is part of us. And we are equally very full on ground to celebrate with him.
Also advised the parents of the child to train her in the fear of Allah and remain committed to serving as a good example to others. I am Richard Ayokobin Toluyemi, reporting for MLC TV.
Let's join Joy Dada for the entertainment news.
Welcome to our entertainment world. I am Joy Dada. In Africa, popular Nigeria disc jockey and producer Florence Ifeoluwa Otedola, also known as DJ Cuppy, has opened up about her thoughts on motherhood, saying she's not ready to have kids yet. DJ Cuppy, who has made a name for herself in the Nigerian entertainment industry, stated this to debunk pregnancy rumors of her making the rounds. She recently shared a photo on her Instagram story in which she held a baby girl in her arms. However, she clarified that even though she loves children, she's currently not prepared to become a mother herself. On foreign scene, one of the top performing artists of all time on Apple Music, Ed Sheeran, has showcased his acclaimed new album, Subtract, in full for the first time. In the intimate live performance, Sheeran, alongside the 12-piece band, will officially kick off Season 2 of Apple Music Live, the live performance series that gives the biggest stars in music a stage to connect with audiences around the world. The star-studded inaugural season of Apple Music Live kicked off in May 2022 with an exclusive live stream of Harry Styles' One Night Only in New York performance to celebrate the release of his acclaimed album Harry's House. Ed Sheeran's 2017 single Shape of You is the most streamed song of all time on Apple Music, with more than 930 million plays worldwide. Thanks for joining me. I am Joy Dada, reporting for MLC TV.
Thanks for the update, Joy. If you like what we are doing, do support us by subscribing to our YouTube channel, Malachite TV. Like and follow our Facebook page, MLC TV and MLC TV 2. Instagram, MLC TV 2021. Twitter, MLC TV 1. For your event coverage, appearance on any of our programs, contributions, comment, advert placement or sponsorship, please call or send SMS to any of our numbers displayed on your screen. Join Malachite TV online on weekends to watch our various programs. Saturday 7 p.m. Political Arena, Sunday 6 p.m. Women's World, and Monday 9 a.m. The Opinion. It's Malachite TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone. Please continue to be your brother's keeper to build a happier and better society together. I am Joshua Adenoy. Thanks for watching.